Hello, everyone. Scott Burton from Market with another Market Minute. It's been a couple of months now since I last did one and wanted to spend a few minutes today with you, go over some of the latest and newest features and enhancements that we have implemented. Again, thank you all, first and foremost, for all your support, your feedback, your suggestions, your tips, comments. Really the outpouring of support on social media, Facebook, that you guys have all shown has been amazing. It's been incredible. It's exceeded all my expectations. When I first thought about the market business community, I wanted it to be a place for people to talk and collaborate and discuss uses of market and tips and tricks, but the overall, just the support, the positivity, the way people are interacting, from questions and comments and recommendations on, how can I best use market for this case, or I'm having trouble here, or even for some of the newer folks that have questions because they are brand new and it is, again, something foreign to them, how people are so quick to just offer a recommendation, a best practice, a tips, and just really how they're using market. It's blown me away. So again, thank you all, not just for sharing the information, but being uplifting and positive and supporting one another. I really truly think that this community that we've created has been the best in my experience. Again, just the people are so genuine and their generosity, not just to give their time and effort to write it, but again their insight and their recommendations on how to use it and the ways they're using it is again just been fantastic to me. So thank you. First and foremost, one of the new changes and updates is the dashboard. Again, I'm a huge advocate as a business owner. I need to know the health of my business. And it's really not just all about overall revenue, right? It's not about how much money you make sometimes, it's about how much money you're spending. So being able to see in real time the jobs I've completed and then also the jobs that are forecasted, it gives me insight into, do I have enough jobs right now, either in the past or scheduled in the future, to sustain my growth? Am I going to be able to provide food, to my family? Am I going to be able to fill up my van with gas to go on this next week's scheduled appointment? So with all this data, it needs to be, one, at your fingertips, and two, easily digestible, meaning when I take a look at this snapshot, and again, it's revenue, it's expenses, it's my job forecast, it helps me understand where I can, as a business owner, focus my time and effort. So am I getting enough repeat business? Do I need to focus more on massaging my existing customer base? Is my existing customer base big enough to sustain the type of revenue that I can live comfortably with and I can have a sustainable business moving forward? Maybe I need to focus on new business and do some marketing efforts, whether that's SMS texts, postcards, hitting the pavement, going door to door, whatever your marketing efforts are. At least this data will help you make that informed decision on where you should be spending your time. And then also your expenses, right? So am I spending too much here? Could I cut it down here? Is my profit margin too thin? Do I need to raise my prices? I mean, one of the most common questions is, where do I set my prices? Are my prices too high? Are they too low? And again, in order to make that decision and that determination if you should raise or lower prices, is your profit margin, your revenues in comparison to your expenses. So having all this here will help you make those decisions, and not just make those decisions, but they're going to be informed decisions based on real raw data and your experiences and your jobs. So in addition to the dashboard here, the estimates have been updated. So when you go to create a new estimate, you're going to have three options. The normal way of doing an estimate, where you list your line items. You're also going to have an options estimate. I love this because you get to provide maybe additional services the prospect or customer doesn't know about. You want to give them some options, and then they pick and choose which ones they want. So this is the opportunity I get, Scott. Hey, how do I, upsell or make customers aware of other products or services? So one, that's the online booking. If you're not using some sort of online booking form, whether it's ours or another platform, please look into that. That's a place where everyone can go and see all your services, and they can pick and choose and add them to the cart, check out. And then with our online booking form, it goes straight to your calendar. So it's only going to provide the time slots that are open for you, right? So please, if you're not using that, it's a great way to upsell and advertise all the services that you offer. So the options estimate enables the customer there then to choose which line items they want. The package estimate, I've got a lot of feedback on, Scott, I offer a platinum, a silver, a gold, a spring clean fresh, an affordable, an economy, a premium plus package, right? So this will enable you to actually go ahead and choose the customer and then scroll down and you can choose which package. So I have gold, platinum, silver. All this is customizable, okay? So I don't want you to think you're stuck here. You can label these whatever you want, the description, upload a custom image. So again, this is the package options where you're going to say, hey, customer, I have these 3 packages available. Each package includes this. Sometimes this package will include the gutters. If you're power washing windows, I've got this premium package that will clean all your gutters, or carpet cleaning. Hey, you know what? With this package, I actually offer, or I throw in the pet stain removal or odorizer, whatever the case may be. So estimates have been greatly enhanced and updated. So if you haven't noticed that, take a look at those. Scheduling or estimates, and then also invoices. Another thing that we've added is being able to schedule that. So I got a lot, hey, when I would create an estimate or an invoice, it would go and send out those notifications, right? So instead of the customer getting those notifications Sunday night or early morning, you can go to your invoices or your estimates and actually schedule it for when it's going to go out. So if I want to schedule this invoice for tomorrow at 8 a.m., I can go ahead and do that. If that's still too early, I can do 9 a.m., right? So you can schedule when those go out. So again, kudos to the team for that. I know that was kind of a small hindrance, but again, I know a lot of people are saying, look, my customers are getting all these notifications every time I create an estimate and an invoice, and sometimes it's on the weekend, sometimes it's 6 in the morning. I don't want that to happen. So now you can schedule when those go out. Speaking of schedule, we have a new view. And this is huge. So I'm glad we're able to get this done, because for me, sometimes when I look at the schedule, I want to see, not just my jobs, but I also want to see specifically on a day my employees. So when I go here, if you notice here, I click on the employee option here, and it'll list or have the columns all your employees. So I can see when my scheduled jobs are, and then I also can see all my employees down here and what their calendar is like. So this new schedule view by employee is big. So thank you for recommendations on that, because that was big, and I think it'll give you some insight on, hey, is this employee too booked, or when is he available? Can I add jobs? Can I add work orders to his calendar? Or does he have too much on his plate, and do I need to give it to another employee? So those are some great new features there. So the dashboard, the scheduling view, and then also here real quickly, I know I just want to take a few minutes, but report by demographic. So again, having data based on not just sales revenues, but your customers is important. So going into your sales and then also by demographics. So there's cases where I want to look, am I performing better in certain cities or certain areas? You can do that by doing the sales demographics. This will give an idea, do I need to focus or maybe do a campaign, text message, postcard, an email blast, maybe to a specific demographic. So sales demographics and your customer demographics will give you great insight into where your jobs are coming from and how well they're doing based on the cities and the demographics of those. So again, thank you guys for all your support. The way you guys help each other in the community is unbelievable. And again, it has far exceeded all expectations. The recommendations, the comments, the feedback, the way you guys lift up one another is truly unbelievable. Keep all those feedback, the suggestions, recommendations, keep them coming. We really seriously consider all of them. And we want to make sure that we're implementing it and it's going to help streamline a process, your workflow. But at the same time, we still want to make sure this is intuitive and easy to use and it's not getting too cluttered where it's just tons of options. But again, we want to make sure we're doing business your way, in an efficient way, so you can focus more on, performing work, managing your business less. But when you do have to manage it, it's efficient and you have data at your fingertips. Again, Scott Burton with Markate Minutes. Wish you all have a great day, and we'll see you soon.